Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing some knotless soft locks. This is my sister. This is not a real client, so if y'all see me jacking her head up or moving it around, that's why, because she never want to hold her head still. I thought I recorded showing what hair I use, but I can't find it, so I'm gonna tell y'all. I might put pictures up on the screen, and I'll also put everything down in the description box. But I use 3 packs of the Bobbi Boss Nu Locs in 30 inches in the burgundy color, and then I use 1 pack of the Xpressions Prefluffed spring twist hair, and I believe it may be in 14 inches, but I will double check and make sure I have the correct information in the description box for y'all. But I'm going to start by just going through and plaiting my client's hair down just a little bit, and I go through and do a couple rows at a time. I feel like it just makes it go by a little bit quicker, so I just plait it down just a little bit, and then I'm going to install the locks. I think this is like how you get them to be like seamless at the root, and not like the old way we used to do soft locks where it was kind of bulky. Y'all already know I'm going through and making sure those parts are super clean and super neat, and I'm using the shining jam to clean up my parts. I feel like it's just a better gel for that instead of using like a regular braid gel. For the locks, I basically put as many locks on my crochet needle as I can, and then I'll just go through and just install them, and I'm going to show y'all in the next clip in a slower speed on how I install the locks. So as you can see, I'm taking 1 strand of my client's hair and I'm installing the lock on that 1 strand, and then I'm going to continue to braid down to make sure the lock is secured on my client's hair. This is a really quick, easy method. It's not hard to install into your client's hair using this method, and it's also an easy method for takedown as well. And I do have a video on my channel about how I take down my soft locks without using scissors. No scissors are needed, and I will link that video in the eye, and then y'all can click and watch that as well. So for wrapping, I'm using the Xpressions Prefluffed spring twist hair, and I'm using a very small piece. You don't want to use a bigger size piece because then your soft locks will look very bulky at the root. So I'm taking a small piece, and then I'm going to start to wrap at the root, and I'm wrapping firmly at the root. I always check with my clients to make sure I'm not wrapping too tight, and I just start to wrap it firm at the base and close together. And then once I get past where I installed the lock at, I'm going to start the skip wrap. Skip wrapping is just where you wrapping, but more of a distressed look. You're not really wrapping close together. And that's just going to make it super cute. And I always wrap all the way down until I have no more spring twist hair left. And because my sister's hair was colored and it wasn't the exact color of the burgundy hair, I was trying to find different ways to try to tuck her hair, because usually when I'm doing these, I'm doing, you know, black hair, and my clients have black hair, so I'm not really too worried about tucking their hair. So what I think was the best method was applying a little bit of the shining gem to her ends and then wrapping, and that will kind of help her hair kind of stick to the back of the lock, and then when I wrap it, her hair will be underneath it. Because then in the beginning I was kind of struggling with that because I didn't want, you know, the ends of her hair to show, because it was like a lighter color than the locks, and I thought that didn't look too good. So I did try to tuck her natural hair, but of course once these locks get older, her hair will start to show, because they're soft locks. It's not like knotless braids where you could tuck it, you know, underneath the braids. It's a different kind of method that you have to use. So that's what I did, and it worked out pretty good. I think I may have showed it in a couple clips, me just applying the gel to the ends of her hair as I'm wrapping down. Now that I'm in the front, I'm doing the same thing that I did in the back. In the front, I always try to make sure I'm doing brick lay all the way. I always do brick lay, but I always try to make sure it's actually there in the front. So in this first row, I'm doing 2. In the second row, I did 3. The next row, I did 3 as well, and then 4. And then in the last row, I did 5. That's just gonna help make it look more full and more seamless. So y'all, if y'all did not know, now you know. I do have my own hair care brand, BBS Hair Care, Braids by Sway Ken Hair Care, and I sell edge control, I sell bonnets, and I'm also going to be coming out with my own braid gel. I use my edge control for all of my clients, so all of the finished styles, every client that you see on my Instagram page, I always use my edge control, so y'all can check it out if y'all want to. Y'all, it's really good. I promise y'all, it's a really good edge control. It's linked down in my store, and I will have it linked at the top as well, so y'all can click on there and shop. And I'm also coming out with a braid gel, which is really good. So if y'all want y'all parts and want y'all braids to look like mine, then y'all should shop my braid gel as well when it comes out. And y'all can follow me on my Instagram page where I will be posting about it, so y'all can know when it drops. So yeah, make sure y'all check me out. Now that I'm done wrapping, I'm gonna do my finishing touches. I'm gonna apply some spritz and then some mousse, and I'm gonna go through and cut some of those straggly pieces from the spring twist hair off, and then apply some oil or sheen or whatever type of oil, and then I'm done. Y'all can stay tuned to the very end to see the finished look. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all of my social medias at Sweetheart Kent on everything: Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and TikTok. And like y'all heard in earlier in the video, I do have my own hair care brand, BBS Hair Care. So make sure y'all check out my edge control and my new product that I'm going to be coming out, my braid gel. And I will catch y'all in the next video.